Hello again. In this video I'm going to be talking about how we will end our personal narrative stories. So I hope you like my headset. I feel like a pilot. Cool. Alright, let's get started. So this is how we're going to end our personal narratives. Basically the key thing I'm looking for is your ending should make it very clear why the story is important or memorable. So why are you sharing this story? What's so great about it? And to do that, we're going to use a strong ending, okay? So 3 choices for a strong ending are using strong feeling, strong action, or a strong image. So let me explain what those are. Strong feeling. So if you want to end with strong feeling, you should be telling us at the end, what were you thinking about? What were you feeling? Okay? I'm going to have posted on Google Classroom a sample story that another student at another school wrote, a sample personal narrative. I'll give you a summary of their story. It's about a boy who is playing baseball, and he makes the catch that wins an exciting game. Okay, so he makes the final catch that wins the game, and he's super excited about that. Okay, and so this is what he wrote for his ending of his story, and it shows strong feeling. Okay, it says here, helping my team was one of the most phenomenal experiences of my life. I felt honored. On the way home, I wondered if I would be able to make a catch like that again. All I could do was keep practicing and hope for another chance. Again, so if you want to end with strong feeling, tell us what you were thinking and what you were feeling at the end of this whole story. Okay? So he said it was a phenomenal experience. He felt honored, and he wondered if he'd ever be able to do it again. Okay? So again, tell us what you were thinking and your feeling to end your story with strong feeling. Another option you can do is end your story with strong action. So again, if you're going to end with strong action, you should end your story with a final event, a thing that is happening that is exciting and interesting. Again, you can use dialogue if you want to. I think dialogue always makes things more interesting. And so this is an alternate ending to the same story about a boy who wins the big baseball game, and his team is called the Raptors. Okay, so imagine the same story of a boy who wins a baseball game by making a great catch, but then he decides to change his ending to end with strong action. So here's the example. It says, the team lifted me up on their shoulders. I was beaming from ear to ear with a smile. As I raised the game ball above my head and shouted, way to go, Raptors, way to go, I knew that I could hardly wait until next season to work even harder. So look here, there's action, there's something happening. The team is lifting him up. Imagine that, it's exciting. He's got a big smile, and he raised the ball above his head and he shouted. Okay, way to go, way to go. So again, there's using dialogue. So if you want to end your story with a big, exciting event, you can do that. Notice how it's the same story, one used feeling and one used action. A third option is to end with a strong image. So we should be familiar with this story because this is my story of Grandpa and the Bear. If you want to use a strong image, describe a final image that shows why the story is memorable. So describe something interesting that reminds us why the whole story is important. All right, now you can see the text better. So this is the final paragraph of my personal narrative. It says, Grandpa's ferocious snoring continued for the rest of the night, but I was able to fall asleep easily, grinning at my own foolishness. There were, of course, no bears for miles and miles from our cabin, just my sleepy, snoring grandpa. Okay? So again, I was trying to end with an image. I wanted you to picture my little cabin in the woods, nobody around, and just my grandpa snoring, and then see me there laughing at myself. That's the image I was trying to paint in your head. Okay, maybe not the best, but that's what I was trying for. A final image that shows why the story is memorable. Okay, so that's it for your ending. Do a strong ending, show strong feeling, strong action, or a strong image. And basically the main idea, what I'm really looking for is just for you to remind us why this story was important or memorable. So I'm going to let you guys go ahead and try that. We'll see what you come up with, and then we'll try to share some of the best examples of a good ending. Okay? Alright. Good luck.